Fred and Breon will be able to clear out this control ward. Meanwhile, Morgan's just following Hoya down, but the rest of Life Esports need to get here. Chovy still has that Glacial Fissure. Bowling balls falling on through. That's all right. We need to get that Unbreakable out of Delight. Otherwise, Morgan's going to have a rough time as he is going to pull the ram from the other side as Delight puts up the door and he's going to be taken down. Jinx gets excited. It's going to be Viego stealing away the Rift Herald. Umpty runs into the enemy team, gets a massive sleep, and is going to be able to buy some space for the rest of Fred and Breon to get out of there. But it's still a big win for Life Esports. Will come through as well. He'll have the, what's the Syzygy? Is that the Divine Sundera?
No clue. Is it?
No, it's the Deicide.
Deicide,
that's the one.
Isn't it?
It's actually a very cool name. I'm not going to make up a weird one for that.
No, that one is amazing.
That's okay. We got a teleport coming on forward. On to nothing, in fact, as that was pretty adorable. As okay, here's the fight. Only 3 members of Fred and Breon in position, as Shirley is also going to play interference. That tower going to be taken down. She might even get another one here. As all right, the ram comes down. Double knockup is good, but there's the Moonlight Vigil from Henna. Cloud Soul, like we were talking about, as Deft is going to get his face broken. Flashes to get out of the way of the Q, and now Deft is in a great spot. The 5-man knockup from Morgan. God, I love it when he plays tanks, as now Delight puts up the door, but he's going to be holding that indefinitely as Deft is excited, and I do not blame him. Life looking for the aces. Chovy looking to dive towards Lava, and Umpty is running the opposite direction, but he's going to be successful doing it, and Lava is going to successfully make his way out. And in the meantime, Morgan gets down to business and takes out the inner turret in the mid lane. Deft does the same bottom lane.
That happens, is not the end of the world, but just make sure it doesn't happen again. Because giving up one turret is fine, giving up multiple, not quite the way to go. I don't know if you want to actually go for this, Deft.
Yeah, he's going to cleanse, but he doesn't have flash available. There's the knockup. Dominus will finish him off. Actually, no, it's Umpty that does so. Now Lava's in trouble, but Fred and Breon playing this one beautifully. Chovy, pretty high health though, and Morgan also coming in as that massive tank. Henna trying to go close range, but Morgan is going to say no to him. The Silas will fall, but this Ornn is a beast. Even upgrades his mythic in the middle of the fight.
Go. Unfortunately, in this scenario, obviously not a possibility. Need to find an angle.
Ramp. And they get a flash out of Henna. Sometimes that's just what happens. It's Chovy. Yeah, Lava's not going to be having the greatest time here. He pops the Dominus, and he's going to flash, but Chovy's just going to grab that solo kill so comfortably. This Silas, we were wondering whether he was online. Well, the answer is yes. Okay, he's going to get in melee range with Delight. Umpty's going to move in as Chovy goes into his Zhonya's. In the meantime, Willa was just hitting the turret, and he's going to continue to do so. Morgan teleports in, might actually have a snooze, but no, he's just going to Searing Charge his way out. Umpty's still prancing after him though as he gets the double sleep. Billow's Breath is going to absorb a fair bit of it, but look at the AoE damage. It's pretty big, but the Moonlight Vigil is going to miss, and now Deft is free hitting over the wall. Locks up one of them. The rest of Fred and Breon not going to be able to do anything in answer, as that is 2 dead. Oh dear. Now Willa is going to be there. There is the ulti from Hoya, and now Willa's going to suffer most likely the same fate. Got this here as Lava's going to get hooked. Life look to try and lock down the Croc. As Chovy, he's got the ulti from Delight in his hands. There's the Ornn though, and that's going to divide Fred and Breon, and now, oh no, bit of Delight's own medicine there as Chovy chains his way back in. Is going to comfortably pick up the Braum. And now Deft, he's at full health, just free hitting, but so is Henna off towards the side. Zap doesn't land onto Umpty, who's prancing his way around. Fred and Breon, they don't actually lose anyone other than the Braum, but now things might have changed. Vista looking for Deft. There's the showstopper onto the Jinx, who eventually flashes out, and Chovy is going to Kingslay the set. So Mega Death Rocket. No. Close.
And still seeing signs of life from Fred and Breon. There's definitely not out of this quite yet. Life still needs to respect, but Chovy and Deft as fat as they are, here it goes again!
Yep, Chovy's just going to burst down Lava. Oh, okay. Looking to try and get out of there. Blast Cone, but that is just going to be a trade, and Delight is well and truly dead. With him dead, they now don't have a door to put in the way of the Ornn, and so they're not going to be able to defend any sort of Baron attempt, and this is going to be Life Esports really breaking open this game. It was already close to an 8,000 gold lead, But it's going to be way above 10 after they're done here. As Breon might be able to get a consolation Cloud Drake, maybe, but probably not.
I don't think they will allow it. I don't think it's happening, Atlas. And what we're seeing here from Breon is, I think, them not being...
Oh, no. This is just Lava saying, I'm having one of those days, you know? It's just not very fun to make sure that Deft is never under any threat. Willa splitting in the mid lane, and Morgan standing vigil in front of his Jinx. All right, that's a face breaker onto Chovy, although you may not have noticed.
There's
Chovy's health
also
bar didn't really change.
2 waves of supers pushing in. That's going to become a big issue.
Yeah.
I mean, it already is, but it's going to become worse.
And what does Breon do? I just don't know whether there's any good options right now.
So
This siege is just... it's too comfy.
Yep.
12,000 gold, the lead.
Yep.
Antenna trying to trade back. All right, here it is.
Let's
the
go.
big flank. Let's see whether Deft is going to be able to stay alive as we have the right weapons on Henna. As Hoya dives on in, picks up Deft on his way past. There's the cleanse eventually. He's already flashed, but now the positioning's good. Moves on out of the way. Lava actually gets zapped on his way in as the Super Mega Death Rocket comes down. They do take down the Ornn. Now Chovy is in amongst 5 people, but he is able to flash his way out. Now the health bars are extraordinarily low, and Deft should be able to get excited enough to take everyone down, but no, can't walk past the tower just yet. And Breon should be able to make it to their fountains to get those health bars back. A better team fight for Breon than I was expecting personally. They now look to get back and potentially siege. They don't have their Ornn, but he has teleport available. Okay.
Exceptionally done. Really nicely done by Breon. They're just so far behind that it doesn't matter at all. Because of the game state is even a little bit better. Hoya with the beautiful ultimate out of the lantern, you know, just making sure, no, you're not going anywhere. But Deft uses his flash as the cleanse available. Doesn't have to do anything. I think he saw this boost and then went for, because we're seeing a bunch of, okay, so he's going for Storm Razor. He wasn't sure. He's pranking us a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little bit confusing.
But this is the only way that you ever win this game as Breon, so I'm happy that they go for this call. However, even with this, Deft's flash, as well as the cleanse, means that he's just able to never be touched. Yes, Morgan gets taken down because 5 people are hammering away at him. Chovy gets taken low. It doesn't really matter because, as we pointed out earlier, yeah, the Silas is fat. That's all fine and dandy, but there is an instantly fat Jing.
Also instantly a team fight. Ish. Okay, no. This looks like we're setting up inside a Baron pit, you know, with all the wards here dictating the line. Are we playing tennis? What's happening? Very strange. Ornn going to set up part of it as Hoya takes a lot of damage. Decides to go in amongst the entirety of the team as Deft is going to take him down. That's a kill going over to Vista as this game is over, ladies and gentlemen. Harmalife Esports make a little bit of a whoopsie, and Harmalife Esports use their wallets to smack him down.
Don't think it would have mattered, Atlas. If I'm being completely honest, feel like this one was a little bit over.
The ship was definitely on its way out of the harbor.
It was not in a good shape. I think we can safely say, as I think Breon played as well, as you can read back later in the game, but the early game showing some of the weaknesses that we saw in the beginning.